Yo, what's up guys, Mark from Wandering Souls back with a new collection update. Again, a pretty decent stack of CDs. C584, do I say it right? I think 12 or something in that vein, so it's enough to talk about. Genres, we go everywhere again. I start pretty regular and go a bit extremer to the ends for the extreme metal lovers, and if you are not into that extreme metal, then you could cut halfway and go do something else if you want to. So like I said, we're going everywhere. Yeah, so let's have a start here. First one up, Fate No More, Angel Dust. Yeah, what can I say about this album? Talk about this band a lot lately, because I'm slowly rebuying their stuff, because I dig this band a lot. And yeah, this is a classic album from 1992. Yeah, great band. Everybody knows this album. It's pretty legendary by now. And sorry for the imaging there, but yeah, fantastic album. Different mix of genres again, once again, what the band is so good in. Yeah, classic tracks, Midlife Crisis, Caffeine. The Aggressive Small Victory is a great song. Easy, of course, is on this one. It's a great classic. Yeah, everybody is probably well familiar, especially the song Easy, which is played till death by the commercial music stations, let's put it that way. That for such a pop song cover, actually it is, but yeah, the rest is of course a bit heavier on the album. But this is a phenomenal album, definitely a classic album. Fate No More, Angel Dust. Then we go to America again. This is only way different. This is the Black Crowes with Amorica. And this is the band's third album. Bluesy, hard rock. Really good stuff. I was not super familiar with this album. I heard it in the past on digital format. Yeah, the first two albums I have in my collection that are classic albums, great albums. This album is not up there, but it's a decent album. Only the cover is a bit shite, but that's something different. But yeah, bluesy, hard rock. If you are familiar with the first two albums, this is definitely a bit in that line as well. Yeah, third album, what can I say? From 1998, I think, 1998. Yeah, great stuff. Brothers Robinson, yeah, great musician. One vocalist and one guitar player. Yeah, fantastic musicians. So if you like kind of bluesy rock, then you definitely will enjoy this third album by this American band. The Black Crowes with Amorica. Another classic in the collection. Decided to pick up Skid Row's self-titled debut album. I have their album Slave to the Grind, which is my favorite album from the band. This is their debut album. Great songs on this one as well. Yeah, what can I say? If you like hair metal, glam metal, you definitely will enjoy this, and you probably already heard this because this is a classic. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this band then. Slave to the Grind was definitely a bit heavier than this one. That's probably also why I like it so much. But this is definitely real decent stuff here. Great hard rock, glam metal. You know, yeah, typical 80s metal. This was originally released in 1989. yeah, great time period for those bands. So go check out the self-titled debut if you are into hair metal. Definitely something for you. Again, I picked up an album from Rush. This one I didn't have in my collection. I think this is the third album, if I'm not mistaken. This is Caress of Steel from 1975. And let's take out the booklet. Fighting all the glare here. The booklet is not that special. And there are lyrics here and some pictures. They definitely copied the gatefold to this booklet, so this is definitely a thing here. That's probably why it's so small. Of course, this is a reissue. Yeah, you can guess it. Huh? This is of that remastered series from Rush. Yeah, definitely picked up a lot from that series. And yeah, Rush is a great prog band from Canada. You can't go wrong if you like early material. It's definitely great stuff. Yeah, lengthy songs as well. Songs from 12 minutes, 19 minutes. You know, it is definitely an album filler. Great stuff. Rush, Caress of Steel. And next up we have Megadeth with The System Has Failed on 2004. Everybody shit on this album. I had this album back in the day as well, but I don't think it's that shitty. I don't know why people bullshitting on this album. This is definitely, it's not as good as Rust in Peace or Peace Cells, or you know, but this is definitely a great album. There are good songs on this, and definitely after an album like a Risk, a lot of albums could sound really better from Megadeth. The System Has Failed. Definitely some great tracks. So great tracks. Black Metal Universe, that enough. Kick the Chair is great. You know, there are bad songs in there. There are a few more as well. Yeah, there's nothing really more to say on this album. If you know how Megadeth sounds, you definitely know how this would sound like. If you know the right albums, that is. Yeah, lyrics all in the booklet. You know, that's how it goes. Yeah, I haven't got much to say about this album. I don't know. It's been a while. I have spun it, and it was really cheap. I thought let's pick it up and revisit this album and how it sounds. I was kind of forgetting already a bit, but it's not that bad as some people say. And yeah, sometimes people can be really bitchy, but nonetheless, this definitely has some fire on that. Lyric wise, definitely. You know, if you know Dave Mustaine always has something to say. Definitely is good if his politics are involved or things like that. Yeah, nonetheless, go check it out if you want a newer album from Megadeth that is not really shitty. Go check out this one. They are slowly getting heavier now. There's some thrash metal from the US. This is Heathen with Victims of Deception. And let's take out the booklet once again. This is the band's second album from 1991. This is the most recent repress from 2022 by Music on CD. Great thrash album, band's second album. Definitely one of the longest albums they have made. The songs are a bit longer, they're more technical than the older and the newer stuff. Yeah, it definitely goes a bit more melodic and technical, but it's still thrashy where it needs to be. Really, really great album. Definitely one of the best albums they have made. And yeah, really, really good stuff. And the back looks like this. So if you haven't got this on any formats, just pick it up. It's reissued again. It probably will be also a vinyl version. If music on CD is repressed, it's the same label as music on vinyl, so probably has repressed this on vinyl as well. Don't know for sure, haven't seen it yet, but it definitely will be then, I think. I'm really glad that I could grab this CD version up for next to nothing. Really great stuff. Even Victims of Deception. Great thrash. Next up, a Dutch band. This is Legions of the Damned with Slaves of the Shadow Realm. You didn't have this already yet? No. This is an album I didn't have in my collection yet. This is the band's last album they have released. This is from 2018 or 19, I think 19. So it's about time they release a new album, I think. Hopefully they are working on it. But this is the band's 8th album in the discography under this name. Let's put it that way. Why do they say that? The band started out in the early 90s as Occult. And they have, under that banner, they have released like 5 or 6 albums as well. So they are pretty long together here, more than 20, almost more than 30 years already in this band existing. Putting thrash on the map, let's put it that way. This band is more death metal orientated. It's not completely death metal, it's a little more thrash than death, but definitely has that death metal elements. It's really good stuff. This is the media book version, which contains also a bonus DVD, and there is a booklet attached to it. Here you have the CD, and the booklet is like this. Credits, pictures, lyrics, stuff like that. You know, not gonna show every page, but you get the idea. Here's a full band, and here's some more stuff, credits, and here is the DVD. So yeah, really good stuff. Released on Napalm Records. Hopefully, like I said, they're gonna release a new album soon, because it's already been like 3 years. So it's about time. The bonus DVD, I think, look great. Are live recordings done in let's see, the United Arab Emirates, Austria, the Netherlands, Germany, the Netherlands, and Germany. So got multiple stuff there, multiple songs. I'm really looking forward to listen to this. It also has some bonus tracks on the CDs, by the way. I see there are 2 bonus tracks, Priest Hunt and Azazel's Crown. So that's really cool. Yeah, good stuff. Go check it out if you're not familiar with Legion of the Damned. This is definitely really good stuff. If you like your thrash a bit heavier, then it's definitely a great step up. Great band. And then we go to some death metal from Sweden. This is Unleashed with Hammer Batallion. And this is the band's 2008 album. Yeah, old school death metal, that's what you get with this. Nothing less, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, it's a 2021 reissue, and one gripe though, they could make more from the booklet, because this is really cheap, produced by Blue Line Music. Come on guys, or you don't have the decency to make a full booklet with lyrics or pictures or whatever. This is nothing more, adds no more value than the original. And maybe I think the original has more to offer in the booklet than this, probably. I haven't seen the original booklet, but I don't doubt, don't have a doubt that there will be a booklet with it. This is very cheaply produced, but luckily it sounds pretty decent. But yeah, it's a fantastic album nonetheless. It's really great old school death metal. Yeah, if you're familiar with the band sound, then you know how this sounds. There's nothing new under the sun, but nonetheless, this is really good death metal. And unleashed with Hammer Batallion. So 8 done, 4 left. And then we go a bit more into black metal territory here. First one up is Denial of God with Death and the Beyond. Let's put out the booklet because this is really dark. Hope you guys can see it. The band's second album, original released in 2012 on Hell's Headbangers. This is a 2021 reissue done by Osmos Productions. And Osmos have done great with the reissues, full booklet, lyrics, pictures and whatnot. That's how you should do a reissue, guys, not one flimsy paper. Band from Denmark, like I said, the second album. They released a lot of EPs in the 90s, and finally they came around in, what was it? 2006, 2008 or something in that vein, with the first album, The Horror of Satan, which is a phenomenal album. And then this came out 6 years later. They don't have a hurry, but that's okay. The album after that, The Hollow Mass, even took 7 years, so that's kind of the idea how fast they are with producing albums. But nonetheless, why take it fast if you can do it a bit slower and bring a good album? I'd rather see that you take the time and release a good, decent album than you do fast and the album is not as good as the previous one, or a lot less. You know what I mean. But this is fantastic black metal. Second wave stuff. Have attention for more melodic, for song structure. Song structure, Mark. There's a tongue breaker here. But yeah, it has really nice stories to the lyrics, horror stories, occult themes, you know, that kind of stuff. This is definitely has a more horror themed, ghosty, remembering your beloved dead ones. If I look at here right, there will be a sort of seance or something like that to talk with the dead or something like that. Anyways, this is really good stuff. It's not your typical second wave. It's a bit more, there's more own touch to it, and that's what I like about this band. Great band, Denial of God. I follow them since their EP, The Ghouls of Dog. I think definitely want to have a copy of that somehow. It's the first thing I heard from this band and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, years later I bought The Horrors of Satan, and now I have this one. Fantastic release, Death and the Beyond by Denial of God. Another melodic touch here. This is Ninkharsag with The Dead March of Solemn Gods, released on Vendetta Records in 2021. The band's second album, and talking about here some melodic black metal from Liverpool, UK. Really in the line of bands like Dissection, Dissection, for example, or Sacramentum. You know, that kind of melodic black metal bands. Ninkharsag definitely has influence on this. I hear some Emperor in this as well, in the guitar riffs, for example. But it's really good stuff. If you are into that melodic black metal, you definitely will enjoy this. Great stuff. Definitely band that keep an eye on. This is the second album. Definitely need to revisit their first album. Definitely want to pick up a copy from that. If it's just as good as this one, I definitely will enjoy it. I don't know, actually, I haven't heard that one, but this one is fantastic. Came out last year. This was released by, like I said, Vendetta Records from Germany, which is a label that puts out constant quality black metal. Really good stuff, and this is definitely band that fits in that roster. So check out Ninkharsag with the Dead March or Solemn Gods. Really good stuff. Great stuff if you like dissection and things like that. Great riffing, great melodies, and definitely has that black metal feel to it. Then we go over to France, and we go a bit rawer in sound. This is a compilation EP, I think, six tracks, by the band Mütiilation. This is called the Lost Tapes. This is the Mütiilation was a black metal band from France. Eventually one-man project by Megadeth. It's probably one of the last recordings he did. He actually already was kind of quitting with this project, and this were actually some re-recordings of old songs. A bit better quality, but still really raw than the original albums. This was not really intended to be released as well, but Osmose Productions thought in 2018, fuck it, we're gonna release this because it's good enough. So here it is. There's some commercial crappy going on here. Let's take a look at the booklet, and this is Megadeth himself on the front, on guitars and vocals. He does everything on this album by himself, by the way. A nice picture here. Actually, really raw stuff. If you are familiar with this band, then you know what you get. They were part of the Le Légion Noire movement from France, which is a circle of black metal bands. They all had a bit of raw sound. Yeah, there were multiple bands active in that scene, which all fitted that name, especially in France. And this band already got really fast a name in halfway the zeros, then quit a bit for a while, then reformed again to go further, and finally in 2009, I think 2010, Megadeth decided to put it to quits, and this was really the last thing that he recorded, and but definitely sounds great. Great re-recorded version of Transylvania, To the Memory of the Black Countess, Black Imperial Blood, Born Under the Master's Spell, Through the Funeral Maelstrom of Evil, and My Travels in Sadness, Hate and Depression. These are the songs on this EP. Great stuff. Released by Osmose. If you're interested, go check it out. Really nice black metal, good stuff. And the last one is definitely in the extreme vein. It's not like ultra fast or something, but it has really extreme character. Let's put it that way. This at Hominem with Napalm For All. Again, a project from France, but now residing in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Raw black metal, not constantly fast. Definitely has sometimes a black and roll feel to it as well, but overall it's mid-tempo stuff, with a more totalitarian sound to it, kind of industrial vibe, but not complete industrial. It's just that raw black metal stuff. Really nice bands. There was some complaints about this band using anti-Semitic stuff on their albums, but not all albums sound like that. For them, it's just black metal, just pure hate, pure destroy everything, and war and stuff like that. This kind of vibe what you get. Yeah, one of about characters, definitely one of the extreme acts on this in this deck. Really good stuff nonetheless. Also released by Osmos Productions, by the way. There's a lot of Osmos in here, but yeah, this was released, by the way, in 2018, I think. It's definitely also the last album they released so far. So I don't know if there's a new one on the way. I haven't followed this project completely, so I don't know if they're still active or not, but we'll see. The time will tell. And yeah, that's Hominem with Napalm For All. So that's the last one in this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Like I said, different kind of stuff, from more rock till extreme black metal. That's what you get in this update. For everyone there's something probably in this. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I will leave links in the description to the album so you can check them out and see if you like them or not. And make your opinion if you are diving into that band. Just let me know if you discovered something new, of course. And yeah, for now, thank you all for watching, for all the support. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys with the next video. Until next time, guys. Cheers.